Have you ever stood in front of your mirror, having assembled an outfit with beautiful quality pieces, and yet something just feels off? You can't quite put your finger on it. The individual items are lovely, but together they seem to argue with each other. There's a subtle lack of harmony, a quiet discord that keeps the look from feeling truly polished and put together. That feeling isn't your imagination, and the secret to fixing it often has nothing to do with buying new clothes. It lies in a deeper understanding of the language of color. Elegance, in its truest form, is a study in harmony. It's about how elements work together to create a single cohesive and beautiful statement. And the most common place where this harmony is lost is in our color combinations. In today's video, we are pulling back the curtain on the 10 specific color combination mistakes that truly elegant women have learned to avoid. These are the subtle, often overlooked missteps that can unknowingly sabotage an otherwise perfect look. But more importantly, for each mistake, we'll reveal the simple, powerful swaps that will instantly elevate your style, transforming your presence from uncertain to unforgettable. This is the insider knowledge that turns dressing well from a game of chance into an art you can master. So, if you're ready to unlock a new level of sophistication in your wardrobe, let's begin. Mistake number 1, pairing harsh black with soft, muted colors. Let's start with the most common misconception in fashion, that black goes with everything. It's a powerful, classic, and undeniably chic color. But here is the truth that every well-dressed woman intimately understands. Its power can also be its downfall. A true stark black often overpowers, rather than complements, the very colors you're trying to showcase. Imagine this scenario, one we have all experienced. You have a beautiful new sweater in a soft, delicate shade, perhaps a dusty rose, a gentle sage green, or a hazy lavender. It's a color with nuance and poetry. You pair it with your standard black trousers or a black skirt, thinking it's the safe, classic choice. You look in the mirror, and suddenly, that beautiful, nuanced color looks flat. The black, with its stark intensity, has visually drained the life and subtlety from the softer hue. It creates a high contrast boundary that feels jarring to the eye, making the delicate color appear almost weak and tired in comparison. The truly elegant approach isn't about abandoning dark colors. It's about choosing the right dark colors to create harmony. The elegant takeaway: swap harsh black for softer anchors. Instead of reaching for jet black, consider these sophisticated alternatives. When pairing with soft, muted, or pastel colors, swap your black piece for one in a deep charcoal gray. Charcoal has the depth of black, but with a softer, gentler edge that speaks the same language as the muted tones. It supports the color instead of dominating it. Another breathtakingly chic alternative is a rich, deep navy. Navy paired with dusty rose, for instance, is a classic combination that feels intentional, expensive, and timeless. The same goes for a deep espresso or chocolate brown. These dark neutrals possess a complexity and warmth that stark black lacks, allowing them to form a beautiful, seamless relationship with more delicate colors. Why this works? Harsh black creates what we call a high-contrast visual stop. It tells the eye, this is the end of this color, and the beginning of a completely different one. Softer darks like navy or charcoal create a low-contrast harmony. They allow the eye to flow gently from one color to the next. It's the difference between a sudden, loud announcement and a beautiful, flowing conversation between colors. This subtle shift is one of the foundational secrets to a truly expensive-looking wardrobe. But while avoiding harsh contrast is key, the opposite problem can be just as distracting, which brings us directly to our next point. Mistake number 2, the almost but not quite match. This is one of the most subtle yet disruptive mistakes in color pairing. It happens when you combine two pieces that are very, very close in color, but not an exact match. Think of a navy blue blazer worn over a navy blue dress that is just 1 or 2 shades off, or a cream-colored silk blouse tucked into cream-colored trousers that have a slightly different undertone. At first glance, it might seem fine, but to the discerning eye, and even subconsciously to the casual observer, it creates a feeling of unease. It looks like you tried to create a perfect monochromatic look, but failed. It introduces a subtle visual vibration, a dissonance that reads as accidental rather than intentional. It can make expensive, well-made garments suddenly look cheaper, as if they are poor imitations of a coordinated set. This is a trap that many fall into, believing that close enough is good enough. An elegant woman knows that in the world of color, precision is paramount. The elegant takeaway: either match it perfectly or contrast it purposefully. You have two powerful and elegant solutions here. The first is to embrace the true monochromatic look with unwavering commitment. This means ensuring the colors are an exact match. This creates a bold, seamless, and incredibly chic column of color that elongates the body and speaks of pure confidence. It looks deliberate, powerful, and utterly polished. The second, and often more practical solution, is to create intentional contrast. If you cannot match the navy blue of your blazer perfectly, don't try. Instead, swap the slightly off navy dress for one in a complementary but clearly different color. Perhaps a soft winter white, a gentle dove gray, or even a rich camel. By creating a distinct and purposeful separation between the colors, you eliminate that visual tension. You are now making a clear style statement. These colors were chosen to go together, not to be the same. Why this works? Our brains are pattern recognition machines. We are constantly, subconsciously, seeking order and intention. The almost match disrupts this process. The brain registers the initial similarity and expects a perfect match. When it's not delivered, it creates a tiny mental snag, a feeling that something is amiss. A perfect match, on the other hand, is deeply satisfying. A purposeful contrast is also satisfying because it presents a clear, understandable relationship. Elegance is about creating a sense of visual peace and confidence, and avoiding the almost match is a masterclass in achieving it. Now, this idea of undertones in our almost match scenario is so important that it deserves its own dedicated point. Mistake number 3, ignoring the undertones of neutrals. This is where we move from the art of style into the science of color theory, and it is, without a doubt, one of the most transformative pieces of knowledge you can possess. Neutrals, beige, gray, white, cream, tan, are the backbone of an elegant wardrobe. However, not all neutrals are created equal. Every neutral has an undertone. It is either warm, with yellow, peach, or red undertones, or cool, with blue, pink, or purple undertones. The mistake is mixing neutrals with conflicting undertones. For instance, pairing a cool blue-based gray sweater with a warm yellow-based camel coat, or wearing a stark cool white shirt with creamy warm ivory trousers. On their own, each piece is beautiful, but together they subtly clash. The cool gray will make the warm camel look slightly muddy or orange, while the camel will make the gray look flat and lifeless. It's a silent battle where neither color wins, and the overall effect is one of disharmony. It's the reason why you can sometimes put on an entirely neutral outfit and still feel like it's not quite working. The elegant takeaway: harmonize your neutrals by undertone. The solution is to become a detective of undertones. Before combining neutrals, hold them together in natural light. Do they feel like they belong to the same family? For a warm, cohesive look, group your warm-toned neutrals. Think of camel beige, cream, ivory, and warm browns. These colors blend together beautifully, creating a rich, luxurious, and sunny palette that feels incredibly sophisticated. Imagine a camel coat over a cream cashmere sweater and beige trousers. The effect is pure, understated wealth. For a cool, crisp look, group your cool-toned neutrals. This includes cool grays, from dove to charcoal, pure white, and taupes that lean towards lavender or blue. A cool gray suit with a stark white shirt is a perfect example of cool-toned harmony. It's sharp, modern, and powerful. Why this works? Color harmony is rooted in the principles of the color wheel. Colors with shared underlying tones are analogous. They sit next to each other and share a common base. This creates a visual effect that is serene, pleasing, and feels inherently right to the human eye. When you mix undertones, you are essentially trying to force two colors from opposite sides of the temperature spectrum to coexist. An elegant woman works with the principles of color. She doesn't fight against them. Mastering the undertones of your neutrals is like learning the grammar of style. Suddenly, you can form beautiful, flawless sentences. This leads us to a crucial rule: that prevents any color combination from becoming overwhelming. But before we go to mistake number 4, if these tips are resonating with you and you're ready to embrace true elegance and timeless style, I'd love for you to join this growing community. Hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice genuinely matters here. Mistake number 4, forgetting the power of the third color. We've all seen it. An outfit that is technically fine, but feels a bit flat or predictable. Often this is a look composed of just 2 colors. For example, a blue top and white trousers. It's clean, it's simple, but it can sometimes lack depth and personality. It feels incomplete, like a story that is missing its final chapter. The 2-color outfit can be chic, but it can also be a missed opportunity for true style expression. The mistake here isn't that the 2 colors don't work together, but that the composition is too simple. It lacks the visual interest that elevates a look from merely dressed to well-styled. An elegant woman understands that a third color, used strategically, is the secret ingredient that adds dimension, sophistication, and a personal touch. The elegant takeaway: introduce a third color as an accent. This is what is often referred to in design as the rule of 3. The formula is simple yet profound. Build your outfit with 2 main colors and then introduce a third smaller accent color through your accessories. Let's return to our blue top and white trousers. Now add a tan leather belt and matching tan sandals. Instantly the outfit has more depth. The tan acts as a warm grounding element that bridges the cool blue and the stark white. Or consider a gray suit with a white shirt. It's classic, but add a silk scarf with a touch of burgundy or a handbag in a deep forest green. This small pop of a third color animates the entire look. It draws the eye, creates a focal point, and tells a more interesting story. The key is proportion. Your 2 main colors should dominate the look, while the third color is used sparingly. Your bag, your shoes, a belt, a scarf, or even a bold lipstick. Why this works? The rule of 3 is a fundamental principle of design, photography, and art because it is more engaging and dynamic to the human eye than a simple pairing. A composition of 3 creates a sense of balance and complexity that is inherently more interesting. It allows the eye to move around the outfit, discovering little moments of delight. It makes the look feel curated and thoughtful. It's the difference between a simple statement and a well-told story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Of course, a pop of color needs to be the right pop of color, which leads us to our next common error. Mistake number 5, relying on competing saturated brights. In a world that often encourages us to be bold and stand out, it can be tempting to reach for the brightest colors on the rack and wear them together. Think of a hot pink top paired with an electric blue skirt, or a bright orange dress with a lime green handbag. While each of these colors can be beautiful and joyful on its own, wearing multiple highly saturated brights together can quickly become visually overwhelming. The mistake is that the colors end up competing for attention. Instead of creating a harmonious look, they shout over one another. There is no clear focal point, just a cacophony of color that can inadvertently look unsophisticated and even juvenile. It can distract from the woman wearing the clothes, as the eye doesn't know where to rest. An elegant woman knows that true confidence in color isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about making the most intelligent statement. The elegant takeaway: Anchor 1, bright color with a neutral. If you love bright, vibrant color, you absolutely should wear it. The secret is to let one bright color be the star of the show and support it with a quiet, elegant supporting cast of neutrals. If you want to wear that stunning electric blue skirt, don't pair it with another bright. Instead, pair it with a crisp white blouse, a soft camel cashmere sweater, or a chic navy blazer. The neutral provides a calm, sophisticated backdrop that allows the bright color to truly shine without competition. The blue becomes the focal point, looking even richer and more vibrant against the understated elegance of the neutral. Think of it like curating an art gallery. You wouldn't hang 2 massive, dramatic paintings right next to each other. You would give a masterpiece room to breathe, placing it on a clean, neutral wall so its beauty can be fully appreciated. Why this works? This principle is about creating a clear visual hierarchy. When you anchor a bright color with a neutral, You are telling the viewer's eye exactly where to look first. You are providing a point of focus and a place of rest. This controlled use of color reads as confident and intentional. It demonstrates a mastery of balance and restraint, two hallmarks of true elegance. It says, I don't need to shout to be seen. I can make a powerful statement with a single, well-chosen word. Now, what about when our neutrals themselves become the problem? Mistake number 6, the overly safe and lifeless neutral. Look! There's a common misconception that an elegant wardrobe must be a sea of beige, grey, and white. And while neutrals are indeed the foundation, an outfit composed entirely of flat, textureless neutrals can sometimes fall into the trap of looking boring, uninspired, and even matronly. The mistake is not the use of neutrals, but the lack of depth and dimension within the neutral palette. It's the head-to-toe beige outfit, where the cotton t-shirt, the chino trousers, and the simple canvas shoes all have the same flat matte finish. The look has no personality, no life. It can wash out the wearer and communicate a sense of playing it so safe that it borders on invisible. An elegant woman knows that a neutral outfit should be a symphony of texture and tone, not a monotonous drone. The elegant takeaway. Build a neutral outfit with rich texture and varied tones. To elevate a neutral outfit from boring to breathtaking, you must introduce two key elements: texture and tonal variation. First, texture. Instead of flat cotton, think of combining different materials that engage the senses. Imagine a chunky cream knit sweater paired with sleek ivory silk trousers. Add a tan suede belt and a structured leather bag. Suddenly, the all-neutral outfit is alive with interest. The interplay of soft wool, smooth silk, brushed suede, and polished leather creates a feast for the eyes. Other textures to consider are cashmere, linen, tweed, satin, and ribbed knits. Second, tonal variation. As we discussed with the almost match, don't be afraid to layer different shades of the same neutral family, as long as their undertones are consistent. A camel coat over an oatmeal-colored sweater and winter white trousers is a perfect example of a tonal look. The subtle shifts in shade create a beautiful layered effect that is incredibly rich and sophisticated. Why this works? When you remove bright color from an outfit, the eye naturally seeks other forms of visual information. Texture and subtle tonal shifts provide this information. Texture adds physical and visual depth, catching the light in different ways and inviting touch. Tonal variations create a gentle rhythm and flow. This approach makes a neutral outfit feel deeply luxurious and considered. It communicates a quiet confidence that doesn't rely on color to make an impact, but rather on the quality and interplay of the materials themselves. Let's move on to another detail that can make or break a look: the hardware. Mistake number 7, clashing metallics without intention. In the world of accessories, metallics act as jewelry for your entire outfit. They are the finishing touches on your handbag, the buckle on your belt, the buttons on your blazer, and of course, your jewelry itself. A very common mistake is to mix different metallic finishes, like a gold necklace, a silver watch, and a brass buckled belt, haphazardly. When done without a clear, unifying strategy, this mixing of metals can look cluttered and accidental. It creates a visual static that detracts from the overall polish of the look. It suggests a lack of attention to detail, which is the very antithesis of elegance. An elegant woman understands that her hardware and accessories should work in concert, creating a single, harmonious metallic story. The elegant takeaway: commit to one dominant metal or mix with purpose. The simplest and most foolproof approach is to commit to one metallic tone for your entire look. If you are wearing a gold necklace, ensure your earrings, the hardware on your bag, and the buckle on your shoes are also gold-toned. This creates a cohesive, polished, and intentional look. It's clean, classic, and always correct. However, mixing metals can be done elegantly, but it must be done with intention. The secret is to find a bridge piece, one item that purposefully incorporates both metals. This could be a watch with both gold and silver links, a bracelet that intertwines the two, or even a handbag with mixed metal hardware. This bridge piece signals to the eye that the mixing of metals throughout the rest of the outfit is deliberate. Once you have your bridge piece, you can then feel free to wear a silver bracelet and gold rings because you've established a clear and intentional theme. Why this works? Consistency creates cohesion. When all your metallic details align, it sends a powerful nonverbal message of meticulousness and control. It shows that you have considered your look down to the smallest detail. In the case of intentional mixing, the bridge piece acts as a thesis statement for your outfit. It establishes the rule, we are mixing metals today, which the rest of your accessories then follow. It transforms what could be chaos into a curated, sophisticated choice. Now, let's consider a mistake that directly affects how you, the wearer, actually look and feel. Mistake number 8, wearing a draining color. Near the face, have you ever tried on a shirt in a color you admire, only to look in the mirror and feel like you suddenly look tired, pale, or even ill? This is a very real phenomenon. Certain colors, when placed directly next to your face, can reflect an unflattering light onto your skin, emphasizing dark circles, draining your natural complexion, and generally making you look less vibrant. The mistake is choosing a color based on trend or personal preference alone, without considering how it interacts with your unique skin tone, hair color, and eye color. A mustard yellow might look incredible on someone with warm olive-toned skin, but it can make someone with cool, pale skin look sallow. A particular shade of icy gray might be chic on a person with cool undertones, but can make a warmer complexion appear washed out. Wearing a draining color is like standing under a fluorescent light bulb. It casts you in the worst possible light. The elegant takeaway: discover and prioritize your power colors. The solution is to identify your personal power colors, the shades that make you come alive. These are the colors that will make your eyes sparkle, your skin glow, and your overall appearance look bright, healthy, and energized. A simple way to start is to hold different colored fabrics up to your face in natural light. Does a creamy off-white make you glow, while a stark pure white makes you look drained? Does a warm coral pink give you a healthy flush, while a cool blue-based fuchsia washes you out? Pay attention to these reactions. Generally, people fall into warm, cool, or neutral color seasons, and finding yours can be a game changer. The colors that earn you the most compliments are often your power colors. Once you know them, prioritize wearing these shades in your tops, scarves, necklaces, and coats, anything that frames your face. You can still wear less flattering colors, but keep them further away from your face, like in trousers, skirts, or shoes. Why this works? This is pure color science in action. Your skin has undertones, and when the undertones of a color you wear are in harmony with your skin's undertones, they reflect flattering light. This cancels out unflattering tones in your skin and enhances your natural coloring. It's an optical illusion that works in your favor. An elegant woman knows that the ultimate goal of clothing is not just to look good on its own, but to make her look her absolute best. It's the ultimate form of strategic, intelligent dressing. Let's apply this thinking to one of the most common fabrics in any wardrobe. Mistake number 9, treating all washes of denim as a universal neutral. Denim is a cornerstone of modern style, and it absolutely has a place in an elegant wardrobe. The mistake, however, is to treat every wash of denim, from light wash to dark wash, distressed to acid wash, as a simple universal neutral that can be paired with anything. The reality is that different denim washes are in fact different colors with their own distinct personalities and rules. Think about it. A pair of pale light wash jeans has a very casual, summery, and sometimes cool toned feel. A pair of deep inky dark wash jeans feels more formal, polished, and versatile. A heavily distressed or faded medium wash has a rugged weekend vibe. Trying to pair a formal jewel-toned silk blouse with heavily ripped light wash jeans creates a significant clash in formality and mood. It's not just a color issue, it's a contextual one. The elegant takeaway: match the denim wash to the mood of the outfit. The elegant solution is to treat your denim with the same intentionality as any other piece of clothing. For more formal, polished, or professional looks, opt for a dark wash denim with minimal to no fading. A pair of well-fitting deep indigo jeans can be styled almost like a pair of trousers. They pair beautifully with blazers, silk blouses, and elegant heels, creating a look that is sharp and sophisticated. For more casual, relaxed looks, medium and light wash denims are perfect. However, to keep them elegant, choose washes that have a clean, even color. A beautiful, solid light blue jean pairs wonderfully with a simple white t-shirt, a casual linen top, or a cozy knit for a chic off-duty look. Avoid pairing your most elegant and delicate pieces, like cashmere or satin, with heavily distressed or torn denim. The clash between the luxurious fabric and the rugged denim is too stark and can cheapen the overall effect. Why this works. This is about maintaining a consistent narrative in your outfit. Every piece of clothing tells a part of a story. A dark wash jean says, polished, urban, versatile. A ripped, light wash jean says, casual, rebellious, relaxed. Elegance is achieved when all the pieces in your outfit are telling the same story, or at least chapters from the same book. When you pair items that tell completely different stories, the result is a confusing and disjointed narrative. Finally, we arrive at the most nuanced mistake of all, one that separates the truly masterful from the merely well-dressed. Mistake number 10, disregarding the season and the quality of light. This is a concept that truly advanced style mavens understand instinctively. The colors we wear do not exist in a vacuum. They are profoundly affected by the quality of light around them, which changes dramatically with the seasons. The light in summer is bright, clear, and yellow-toned. The light in winter is cooler, softer, and more blue-toned. The mistake is to wear colors that fight with the natural light of the season. For example, wearing a very dark, heavy, murky color, like charcoal or olive green on a bright sunny July day, can look out of place and heavy. Conversely, wearing a bright neon-adjacent tropical color in the soft gray light of a January afternoon can look jarring and artificial. It's a subtle discord, but it's a powerful one. The elegant takeaway: harmonize your palette with the season's light. The elegant path is to lean into the natural light of the season and choose colors that are enhanced by it. In spring and summer, when the light is bright and clear, your colors can be too. This is the time for clear pastels, vibrant but not neon brights, and crisp whites. These colors reflect the bright light beautifully and look harmonious with the season of growth and sunshine. In autumn and winter, as the light becomes softer, lower, and warmer in the afternoon, so too should your palette. This is the season for rich, deep, and complex colors: burgundy, forest green, deep teal, camel, and rich browns. These colors have a depth that absorbs the soft light beautifully and creates a sense of warmth and coziness that is in tune with the environment. Icy pastels and cool grays also work beautifully in the crisp, blue-tone light of a winter's day. Why this works? This is the ultimate expression of dressing with intention. It demonstrates a deep connection and sensitivity to your environment. When your color palette is in harmony with the world around you, you look like you truly belong in that moment. You are not fighting your surroundings. You are a part of a beautiful, cohesive picture. It is a quiet, powerful form of elegance that communicates a deep sense of poise, presence, and being perfectly at ease in your own skin and in the world itself. If this video resonated with you, a simple like or a comment sharing your biggest takeaway would mean the world to us. It helps us know what content serves you best. And for more insights into building a timeless and elegant life, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, dress with intention and walk with grace.